Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hello everybody, it's Kieran aka The Laird here, and I have another midweek book review for you. And there's a slight clue as to what this could already be. If you can decipher it from the picture you can see right now, we have my ZX Spectrum Compendium print book, we have my Atari 2600 Compendium print book, and we have some nice boxes of Atari 8-bit book hardware even. So it can only mean one thing. The Compendium of Atari 8-bit Games Volume 1, my new print book. And it, like the others, available in both hardback, which you can see here, and paperback, which you can see here. So there you go. The hardback $16.99, the paperback at a bargainous $9.99, and for that you get nearly 200 pages of Atari 8-bit excellence. So I thought that everyone might like to see what the book is all about. So bear with me a moment as we try to get a decent position on the camera so we can have a look through it. Filming these books is always so awkward because it's almost impossible to get a position where I can see the camera to check all the book is in shot, but also see the book myself. So I'm in this kind of awkward position with my arms reaching around the camera. So let's hope this all works okay. So as I always say on these book reviews, I'm not going to show you like the whole thing because that would spoil it. So I'll give you a little bit of highlights. So there's our index as always, and one of the things I want to point out is, looking at the index, is a new feature. Because if you've watched my review of the Atari 2600 book, if you haven't, then there's a link in the top corner if you can go and click on if you want to. Or indeed my ZX Spectrum book as well, if you've watched a review of that or bought that book. Again, link in the top corner if you haven't seen that and you're interested. Then you'll know that they solely had game reviews, and something new that I've added to this book because everyone was asking for it is interviews. So now we can see we have an interview with Bob Armour of Gremlin and US Gold fame. We also have an interview with Daryl Steele, the former marketing manager of Atari UK. And also he ran a software label called Top 10 Software, which published quite a few games, the Atari 8-bit, and an interview with the one and only Chuck Peavy, my good friend Chuck, who worked at Sculptured Software and programmed some of the actual very best games probably that appeared on the Atari 8-bit, including Panther and Dark Chambers. So it was great to get him in the book as well. So your standard introduction. And then we go to the games. And one thing I really liked is that the designers come up with the nice idea of using the Atari 8-bit font to do the introductions to each category. Those of you who see my ZX Spectrum review, we know we use pictures of the keys in the ZX Spectrum book. But in here we're actually using the actual font from the Atari 8-bit hardware. Sorry, I had to go to the door. I'm filming in my bedroom. One of the cats was scratching at the door, and I'm not sure if the camera picked it up, but it was annoying me, so I had to go and sort that out. So yes, so there we go. So we've got reviews of commercial games. We've got homebrew games in here. We've got unreleased prototypes in here. Some great examples of some homebrews there, like Animal Party and Alien 8. So we've got all sorts of stuff like that. Each review, as always, has a screenshot, and it has a review, and it has a rating. So Chucky Egg there, 7 out of 10, who the publisher was, what year it came out. The reviews are also full of, you know, as well as an actual review of the game, we've got trivia about the games, personal stories that I've added in for myself of playing them as well, to make it a little bit more interesting. let's show you an interview if I can find one. There's a review of Gauntlet, which precludes the interview with Bob. And there we go. An interview with Bob Armour, who did Gauntlet. He did Basil the Great Mouse Detective, Deflector, the Atari Boeing demo, among others. We also did a few games on the 7800 as well. I'll give you a little bit more of a look through it. Skip some pages up to M there. There's N. There is Chuck Peavy. Slightly longer interview. You can see some of the stuff he did. Some great stories in there, actually, especially about how, for example, there it's just Dark Chambers, and there's some really good stories about how he got so many sprites on the screen. Goes a lot into the technical details of how he actually made that port possible on the Atari, which is very, very interesting. S. Brilliant homebrew port of School Days, and the even more stunning homebrew port of Space Harrier. T. So the A to Z format that I used in my digital books, which are called the A to Z of, you know, and then the format is the same. So I'm going from A to Z. But you remember, if you've read my digital volumes, the Kindle books, then you'll know that each one, there's 3 of them, has 3 games for each letter of the alphabet in the book. So this has got all of those digital volumes in it, plus it has another 26 bonus reviews. So there are actually 10 reviews for every single letter of the alphabet. And there's the Daryl Still interviews, who talks about experiences at Atari, Audiogenic, and Top 10 software, and also available, obviously, my other books at the back. So a little story there about what else is available there. So, yes, as I was saying, you've got all the digital volumes in there, plus all the bonus reviews, plus you've got the interviews, which weren't in the digital books at all. So that gives these print books an even bigger advantage over the previous ones that I did, because there is now developer interviews in here as well. Some of the reviews and stuff have been rewritten slightly. I've added some of them. I had slightly more scope to go a little bit longer with some of them in the print books as well, so I've added extra detail to some of them. So the reviews in these books, and those ones for that matter as well, actually aren't exactly as they appeared in the digital books either. So there is some revisions. I know that some people have pointed out odd little mistakes and errors that crept into the digital books. So they have been fixed for the print books, which is always good. We spent a hell of a long time between myself and the publisher getting these proofread and making sure that they were as good as possible. I'm very pleased with the cover as well. I mean, we've got the iconic Atari 800 on the cover there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous machine. So it's great to see that there, and there's some nice screenshots on the back of some of the games included. A little bit about what the book is about, obviously. So that's pretty much it. The Atari, the Compendium of Atari 8-bit games is out now. It's available from Amazon for the say $9.99 for the print book, $16.99 for the hardback. These books are available worldwide, so you can get them on Amazon UK, Amazon DE, you know, Amazon.com if you're in the US. So no matter where you are in the world, you can order these. There is no blocks there. I should mention, I've mentioned the price several times. Obviously, that will differ for if you're ordering them in Europe or if you're ordering them in the US. I cannot remember offhand what the US price is. It is slightly more expensive. I think the hardback is about $25. Obviously, due to exchange rates and stuff, it works out a bit more expensive. So yeah, it is a little bit more expensive for the US version, but they are available. It is in stock. It can be ordered now. these are my own copies, and I ordered these directly, so if I can get them, everyone else can get them, because I know there is a little problem with Amazon actually. So when you go to order it on Amazon, if there is something that says something like available in 2 months or 3 to 4 weeks or something like that, please just ignore it, because that's a common thing apparently with new books on Amazon, where it because it doesn't have any sales history for them, and because perhaps they haven't printed enough books yet or whatever, I don't know, because Amazon actually do the printing themselves. These aren't printed by the publisher, they are printed by Amazon. And yeah, it comes up with a little thing saying available in 1 to 2 months or some rubbish like that, but they are definitely available now, because I ordered mine and I got them in 3 days. So they are available. Don't be put off by the stupid long lead times that Amazon is stating, because it always does that and I have no idea why. And if you are an Atari 8-bit fan, I am sure you will get a kick out of this book. I really enjoyed writing it. I discovered lots of new games. I mean, I grew up with the ZX Spectrum, not an Atari 8-bit, as lots of people know. But, you know, more recently, as the Atari 8-bit computer has definitely become my 8-bit micro of choice. And I had so much fun discovering new games I didn't know about, especially some of the recent homebrew stuff. And I think I've done a really good job of giving a really diverse look at the systems library. And for those wondering what's going to come next, just as this one's come out, I also have a digital book out as well, which is the A to Z of MSX Games Volume 2. So we're on Volume 2 with the MSX now. And I have a digital book for the Atari Lynx coming out very soon as well. So that should be on Amazon very, very, very soon as well, because that's with the publisher. So it's just been finished off. And I've already started work on the next print book, which a lot of people will be pleased about, because I have had lots of people asking when the Commodore 64 is going to join these other illustrious computers that I've covered and consoles. And that will be the next book, a compendium, of Commodore 64 games. Should be out by the end of the year, just in time for the full-size Commodore 64 recreation that is coming out as well. So that will be coming, and that will follow the same format as a compendium of Atari 8-bit games. So expect to see developer interviews in there, as well as a host of game reviews. And I'm putting a lot of work into the Commodore 64 one at the moment. I've learned from every single book that I've done. So I do think the Commodore 64 one will probably be the best one I've done yet, because I've done some quite major rewriting to reviews and stuff as well, and tweaked it a bit, and really taken a lot of the feedback on board that people have been giving me on the forums and the social media and in the book reviews and etc. But I've been really overwhelmed and pleased with how well these books have been received. Everyone seems to love them. They've sold incredibly well. I mean, the 2600 book and the Spectrum book have sold out numerous times on Amazon. So the reviews have been great, so people really seem to like them. So that is always good. But I thank you for watching, and I suggest you all go and buy one version of this book right now. Why not both? Even buy both if you're a real collector. And I will see you all again for another video very soon. Thanks for all your support. Bye bye.